Hey everybody, Mature Simmer here. So welcome back, Miller Championship. We're going to be heading into round 2. Had a solid first round. I'm hopeful that things will be good. I mean, I think I would have done pretty well either way. The benefit is it doesn't matter what the opponent AI is set to as to how I play. I'm on master difficulty, and so the 5 unders is a 5 under. It wasn't that I got 5 under because the other people didn't. It's not how golf works. So happy to know that I performed well, and we'll see if how it lines up. And again, there may be some adjustments as I go forward event to event in difficulty on the opponents, depending on how things go. But again, usually I wait for more than one event because I could have just had a lot of luck or skill or whatever. Things came together. How about that? And in one event, and maybe they won't come together the same way long term. So it's nice to step back. So I'm going to try to get the 3 rounds that are left completed, because again, I'm trying to get a weekly quest to get some extra VC just to help with my VC climb. But I am able to also jump into week 3 of TGC tours. So if nothing else, this will give me some practice, but the downside is, it might make me a little bit tired, but I do need to at least get 1 TGC tours round done as well today. Wind speed is medium. All right, a little bit of a foggy day here. All right, nobody on the board is off. Looks like the cut is at 10 over. Matt is in the running to make the cut so far. I mean, he's 10th for goodness sakes, so he should be in pretty good shape. So it seems like a lot of people bunched up because I think this is a full slew or a full field of like 156. So being 10th with 6 over and the cut only being 4 over seems like there's a lot of people at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 over type of thing. All right, so the intriguing thing with all of this, I'm going to choke this up because I don't want to end up in the bunker, but I've played these courses because obviously in the career round, they're playing, I think, for the most part, the real courses. They create those other than the ones that they can't do because of licensing. Like, again, Augusta isn't officially here. I think EA has the license for that, so they can't play there. But, even though I've been, I still ended up in the fringe, but that's all right. But I think I probably, with the 8 mile an hour tailwind, I would have landed too far forward and probably ended up in the bunker. So I'd rather hit out of the rough, because you can see it really doesn't impact the distance much. So I'd rather do that than hitting out of the sand, which impacts the distance by 10-15%. And then more importantly with the rough, or the sand, is you then have the edge bunkers, all of that. So that worked out well. So the other thing I'm going to be curious, because you can see there are contours on the greens. I do have a couple more daily quests I'm trying to complete. So I think I need 2 birdies, and I need now 3 more of these land within 10 feet things. So let's see if we can put a birdie away here. No. I'm surprised. I would, usually it goes more the other way. So I was half expecting that I hadn't given it enough. Alright, well, Matt goes up to 7 over, so he had a challenging first hole. But yeah, I'm thinking the 3rd, 4th, maybe even this pin position may not be on flat areas anymore. So it's going to be intriguing how that all plays out. Alright, not far enough to get to the bunker, which is a good thing. I don't want to get to the bunker. Alright, wind is up. Let's see how we do. Right, well, we got a good rhythm, good transition, pretty straight. Ooh, 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 ooh. Not quite enough. I was hesitant to go up to the 3-wood, for obvious reasons. Let's see. We'll go up there. Right. Should get me, again, close to the 10 feet. That should give me 13 of 15 for that. Oh, really? Really? Interesting. Okay. Well, shake it off, I guess, as they would say. You can't go back and re-putt it. No mulligans. You know, one of the few golf terms I know from golf games long, long ago. Because there used to be, I think, I don't know if it was PGA Tour or something else, but when I played on console, there used to be a position where they give you 1 mulligan per round. Some sort of play style, and, you know, so I'd use that, obviously, to improve things, because it was arcadey at the time. I wasn't doing sim golf. But it was one of those, I don't think I'm hard enough. Well, maybe I am, but it's not going to come over. Yeah, it's hard enough. All right, well, that's good to know, because I do have to be careful with some of that. Come on, don't you miss the hole on me. All right, well, we seem to have had... I didn't have anything happen on the first hole, but yeah, Matt did, and we're just kind of sticking with our scores of where we were after the first hole. The 4-iron will roll a bit. I might regret this. Oh, well, I'm going to regret it when I yank it that far. But yeah, it's because it's going to roll a long way with the 4-iron. I knew that. Yeah, sorry, lady. I didn't mean to hit your foot. Wasn't my goal, believe me. I would have preferred a different result. Probably even a little bit lighter. A little bit further over than I'd like, but not bad on the distance. So even though it was a little harder, 84, it worked out. Wow, it almost slipped out, but it did come back and fall in. Oof. Uh-oh. Well, Matt's... shouldn't say uh-oh. I mean, hey, good for him that he's playing well, but he did come back. So he got a birdie there, while I am struggling to get any. Right, so... just need to make it over there. Oh, man. My second shot, I'm just hitting them all closed. It's crazy. Oh, that's heavy rough. It just looks like it's cut up here. Like it's kind of shaved. Alright, well, with the rise and that, I'm going to keep it at this level. And we'll see, you know, what the run-up looks like. Not bad, just not quite on direction, so that's going to be a long attempt at a birdie. Not that it can't happen, but it's going to be tricky. It's going to be hard. Now come back a bit. Come on. Oh. Wow. Those are heartbreaking, where you're like, I was on really pretty good on target, and then it just does not come together. All right. So, sorry, back in the throes of gotta pay attention to a few things around me. So, it shouldn't have looked too bad. Obviously, it was just showing the scoreboard for a long time. I know me, by the time I get to editing, I'm going to forget to cut the extra time out, but it shouldn't be too bad. It is. Usually I'm pretty good with that stuff and not leaving you guys with all kinds of baggage. All right, 81%, but again, more closed than I'd like. Ooh. Well, I got the 81%, but clearly that was the wrong amount. Okay. This is going to be tricky because it's kind of up on a ridge. Nope. It's not on target, but don't go down. It will. Boy. It will. It's going to roll all the way. Those are so challenging when it does that. Alright, I'm gonna flop it. I was debating. That's a long way. That's like 2 yards off. Alright, well, we're gonna lose some here for sure. I guess getting the daily quest is a silver lining. Alright, well, we'll see if people start catching us, but yeah, this is not good. Like, I don't want to lose a lot of, I don't want to lose anything, really. I mean, I want to play well and keep getting at least a few birdies to keep inching the score down. That would be preferred. Okay, let's go over here, and we'll go back. Alright, pretty good. Little bit of a push. They're excited. They should be. At least we're up at the right level. You can see the hill there before the hole. Of course, that is the danger we have here now, too. Wow. Alright, well, my putt reads are not the same as they were in the first round. So, yet to get a birdie. I need 2 more. Alright, well, Matt's up to 8, but my guess is... you know, it's still not going to be... It'll be not too bad there. Oh boy, way left, way left. Alright, we stayed out of the bunker. Okay, definitely gonna go up here. Hopefully we can make the distance. Because what I don't need is to hit the curve and go down. Now I'm too far that side. I'm worried I'm gonna hit a curve going off the edge, but it looks like we were okay. Pretty straight on. I'm gonna go a little bit past the hole. I think it's gonna move a bit. Oh my god, it didn't really move a bit. It's kind of seemed like it was, but so wow, if I had just kind of stayed at the lip, but that's the problem. You stay at the lip and then it moves, and so now, wow. Alright, well, he's at 9 over. I mean, so rival-wise, I'm doing okay, but position-wise, I'm not doing what I should be doing. I mean, again, obviously I hit 5 under, like I can make it up. I've shown that I can do that in the first round. And some of it is just, again, solid course management and making good choices. Now I go the other way. Wow. I just cannot get good approach shots. They are killing me. Alright. try this. Alright, kind of on target. Oof. Alright, I guess I didn't need to go that hard. Live and learn, right? So, in danger again. Oh boy. I kind of hesitated on my swing, and by then it was too late. So, yeah, it was a nice straight-on putt, but I did not take advantage of it. So now I'm 3 over for this round. This shouldn't be a problem round for me. I mean, wind is not a factor. My tee shots are decent. I just cannot get my approaches to do what they need to do. Can't stay on target with those, but that was better. Alright. A little far, and we might hit the edge. No, I think we're okay. Again, lots of interesting results here. It's downhill, so I don't want to go too hard. Wow, that really moved over to the left. Huh. Not expecting that. Okay. So, tiny movement there. Alright, 8 over through 10 for Matt. Second place of individuals still is not out. Alright, we're going to lose 6 yards. We're going to gain about 7. So we're going to land right about here. I really probably want to go a little weak if I can. Alright, well, we hit 98, but sadly we're 5% down on the power, and we pushed. So we'll hit the fringe, because that's how we roll. And, alright, we're going to go to 16 and let it do its thing. I was doing much better on hitting these straighter the first round. So I will say that is not what I would like to see here. So this is not easy. Oh, come on. So another stroke given away. Man, I cannot... And I was debating because last night is when I played the first round, and I was like, I seem to be in the zone. Maybe I should play a second round. There is a little bit of kicking myself. Because I was much better at kind of all aspects of the game then. Sleeping on it and going forward. It's been more of a challenge. Alright, kind of far over. Don't end up in the bunker. Alright, thank you. Again, that's a bit of a victory on its own. But all I'm doing is parring. I need birdies. I need birdies for many reasons. Alright, through 12. Still under par for the event, but not doing well otherwise. Alright, gonna get up here. Nice. Again, on master difficulty, all perfects are obviously more difficult than on pro. Alright. So I need to have a good clean shot and get there. Ooh. Alright, well, as ugly as that stroke was, it worked out. Come on now. Alright, finally. Alright, so that should give me 9 of 10 birdies. I need one more to get the daily quest, but again, I'm moving in the right direction. Ooh, Matt's at 11, but I am sure the cut line has moved, so... But yeah, it's still crazy. 11 over your 43rd. So, sitting at another par 5. So I'm hopeful maybe we can tack on. Oh, man. I am not. These trees are always here. It's kind of funny how that works. Now, I hit these last time, like square on. Like, not just, oh, I went through the leaves. But this time, made it through. It should stop. It's slowing down pretty quickly. I was beginning to wonder, because it had a roll. Alright, now we're going to come back. Hopefully we'll have a nice little trough all the way to the hole. Now this again will be for an eagle now, so I don't need to do anything crazy. I think it's longer this way, so we're going to go ahead and do this. Yeah, now go back. Ugh, a little further than I thought. Not far enough either. I would have been short if I was on target. But this is awesome for a birdie putt. So having that kind of a tap in is a beautiful thing. Alright, so we got all the daily quests, but that means we'll get the weekly quest of 10 daily quests done. So that's going to give us 150. So we've got 300 VC, or 300 VC daily, just from this round. Because we're going to get, you know, and just from, well, no, from this round. Because it's 150 plus 100 for the daily, so that's 250, and then we're going to get 54 for the round. So we'll be a little bit over. And we're going to play 2 more rounds and a TGC Tours round. So this will be a good day for VC. But yeah. We're down. Because we're only going to gain 3 yards. We're going to gain 11. This may be more than I want. Right, well, good news is rhythm is perfect. I suppose if I need to go in a direction, that's the way to go. Because the green is bigger there, but that's a long way over. So, again, a pretty hefty putt, which I've had to do before. And getting close, but nope. I mean, good pace, as they would say, but not on the line we needed. Alright, so Xander's still not off. Hideki Matsuyama? But yeah, look at that. 4th, they're already down to 5 over. So yes, with what I see, you know, if I had to make a decision now, I think I need to up. You know, I need to step up the competition one, because I'm able to kind of do okay, and they're falling away. Because that's the thing, if they all end up like 10 over or something, like, yeah, I shouldn't be that bad. I mean, I don't know if I'm playing that bad, I shouldn't be in for the lead, so that's kind of how it would work. Alright, Alright, I'm gonna just, this may go too far. But if it hits the front of the rise, yeah, there you go. That'll dampen it. It might still roll off, though. No, it's gonna hang on. Amazing. You know, just getting my green and regulation number up, but more importantly, it's just it's a smoother putt this way. It did not break at all. I really thought down the hill right off the, as soon as I hit it, it would kink a bit, and but it didn't. So that fooled me. All right, he's 12 over. Now he might be in danger. Maybe this is an 80 participant field again. I didn't think it was. All right, so again, we're going to pull this back. I'm going to go over here. It's not bad other than going to the right even further. Well, it killed itself and stayed out of the bunker, so I'm not going to complain about that. Now that is a long way down, so let's see. Yeah, I think this may even be too far. I may go with a 31, because 6 feet down is a lot. Alright, well, we're in the right direction. Potentially? No, it's rolling pretty fast. Like, potentially on the green. Now stay. It's not... Okay. Like, it's gonna go down the hill, isn't it? But it didn't. Nicely done. Very nicely done. And makes an easy par. And I'll be okay with that in some cases, so... 13. Well, if he makes the cut, it's not because he had a great day. Boy, we're gonna gain... So this is going down, what, 16. So this is gonna go up 8. Plus we're gonna gain 4. It's gonna gain 12. So this actually should work if I can get a good shot. But we didn't. We lost 10%, so we will be in the bunker. What? Okay. Sure, we'll go with that. It's a little long, but I hit it solidly. Yeah, still weak, but I wasn't even online. I don't understand, but it looked pretty straight, but didn't work. Okay, that did, though. So, 2 over. Not great. Obviously, I'd prefer not to have over par rounds, but... Alright, so the cut is 18, so he's going to make the cut. He's moving up, as you can see. See, we didn't get this the first round. Like, normally it does some of this shifting around. Wow, 23rd. Crazy. But yeah, I've got a 5-stroke lead over Xander, then a 10-stroke lead over the 3rd place. So that's kind of what's leaning me toward, all right, I might need to move them from amateur up to pro-am for the next event. We'll see. We'll see if it continues on this way or not. So got a little better at remembering for a while, but I forgot again to ask you, please like and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated and greatly helps the channel. So the issue too becomes, as far as figuring out what settings make sense for this, you know, certainly at this point, like, master difficulty for me is not in question. So we're really just playing with everything around us. There's things you can do. Obviously, you can up the people's difficulty. You can change the overall difficulty of, like, what it will suggest, because I've kind of got everything just in normal mode. But if somehow we needed it to, you know, always be giving us high and very high wind, like, you can do that and go all the way extreme and say, I want insane conditions all the time. I don't know that that's terribly fun, because let's say Hurricane Helene was blowing through Augusta one weekend. I'm pretty sure they'd cancel the tournament. They wouldn't just be like, nah, we've got 30-mile-an-hour winds. We're just going to play all 4 days. Like, at some point, simming, you know, the game exceeds reality. I mean, obviously, with what we're doing, it's kind of already doing that, where I can just adjust the challenge of the field. But as we talked about, you know, for the last 10 weeks or so on the other side in the events, you know, I wanted to get to a point where, like, there was a bit of drama in what I was doing, because it just makes it a little bit more fun all around. It makes it fun for me, which in theory probably, you know, makes me say different things, do different things, whatever, which should hopefully make it a little bit more fun for you as well. So that's kind of what we're trying to settle in here on. But, you know, I can't say I'm doing... I feel awful with how I'm playing. I mean, this is kind of how I've been doing in TGC Tours. It's floating around par, doing a little bit better for the event overall. Obviously, over time, I should get better and better and better. That's the goal. We've still got plenty of time on 2K25. I mean, we're just, you know, I think it released in February or whatever. It's you know, still October. We're only 8 months in out of the typical 2-year cycle. So, you know, I should have this and one more TGC Tour season. Like, there's a lot of runway to, enjoy the 2K25 experience, which I'm absolutely going to do as much as possible. But with all that said, that gives you kind of where my head's at, and I will see you next time.